The star of Carrie's new series, Reasonable Doubt. Welcome Emma Yassi Coronati. Then, former Idol finalist David Archuleta is here.
Weekdays at 3 on Local 3. As we talk about Black Friday savings this Thanksgiving weekend, of course, our thoughts turn to toys to put under the tree, maybe sweaters and shoes and that type of thing. But you don't often think about jewelry being something that you can find savings on for Black Friday weekend. But you certainly can at Salma's Diamonds at Hamilton Place Mall. Mohammed Ahmed is here, eager to share his plans to play Santa Claus with us this morning. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you very much for having me.
And I did want to stress that for you anyway, it is the whole weekend. The savings begin on Friday, but
yes,
you're running it through the weekend.
Yes, we're offering the diamond earrings for $39.99, and we're offering a diamond pendant for $69.99. Plus, we're giving additional 10% off. When I say additional, means you're getting the normal discount, even if it's 50 or 60 or 70%. They call it always a VIP discount.
Okay.
You're getting this for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's a good opportunity. You're not gonna find a diamond earrings with a screw back for $39.99.
Wow.
They are limited quantity, and you're getting a diamond pendant with the chain. And we're putting the chain for free as well, that for $69.99. So it's a great opportunity to give diamond for your loved ones.
Sure.
Yes.
The last time that you were here, we were talking about your new expansion. So you're still there on the ground floor outside of Belk, but now you have this beautiful new storefront across from Bath and Body Works. And in that one, you really are able to showcase a lot more of the quality work that you do. You love the custom design.
Yes, custom design is, we call it our cup of tea. This is our area of expertise, and customer can choose their own design, their own mounting, even if they have old jewelry at home and they want to redesign something new out of that, because it's they inherited from their father, great-great-grandmother, great-great-grandfather. They can bring it in, and we can redesign something new out of that. Like if it's earrings, you can do a pendant. A pendant, you can make a band. You can use the gold or the silver or the platinum, melt it down and reuse it again, and you can use the stone, and you can save a lot of money doing that too as well.
Let's talk about the money side of it, because you mentioned these great offerings you have on the earrings and the pendant. So, and I think you can get the set, you said, for $100.
Yes, exactly.
So that's not an unreasonable amount of money, but you can go up a lot more than that within your store. So you want to have financing options for people.
Exactly. We sell bridal set, loose diamonds, GIA certified. We give free appraisal. So sometimes the price will go up according to the, what the customer looking for. So when it comes to that point, we offer it up to 18 months interest free. And when we also offer no credit needed, like if customer, they buying a house and they don't want to run their credit, we have a system that we can give you credit without running your credit. And then we also have layaway. If you want to go ahead and put something down on it, even as low as $20, and we give you up to 1 year to make a payment on it. We make it happen to the customer. If you come to Salma's, the good thing is that when you deal with a family-owned business, that we don't go by the book. We work with the customer accordingly. We consider the customer as our partner, because without the customer, we're not going to expand. We're not going to build new stores. That's why I consider the people of Chattanooga, they're really our customers, and this is our moving point.
You do tend to have long relationships with an awful lot of your customers, because you can do something with you where you come in and you purchase a diamond, and maybe you then want to upgrade, if you will, get a larger size stone.
Exactly.
You can trade it in a way, right?
Yes. If you buy a diamond ring and you come back in 3 years anniversary, you want to upgrade it and trade it up with a different one. Once you're going up, you get all your money back. So it's a good investment. So you buying a ring or a loose diamond or whatever it is, once it's diamond and gold, we buy it back from you with the same value, but you just have to upgrade it for a different piece.
Talk about the other things that you have in the store, though, because we don't want people to think you're only for women. You've got a lot of men's pieces there.
Yes, we sell watches, brand name watches. We sell Bulova, Cartier by Bulova. We sell Rolex as well. Cartier. So if you come to, we have wedding bands, we have nice right hand rings with diamond, without diamonds. We even have the band that you can use it at work as well for $29. So if you come for, we actually have a lot of men's customers too as well. We custom design pieces for them as well.
So the Black Friday savings will start on Friday itself, right? And then
yes.
it runs through Saturday and Sunday, but you do want to be the early bird if you're wanting to get the special price you're offering on
Exactly, for the earring and the pendant, because they are limited quantity. The
Okay.
one for $39 and the one for $69 combined is $100.
And
oh, yes, go ahead.
Well, I was going to just say, you mentioned the word family as a family-owned
Yes.
business. He's a very proud dad, so the name comes from his daughter.
Yes, Salma,
So-
yes. She's right now 13 years. She will be 13 years in December, the 17th.
Oh, good luck,
Yes.
Mohammed. The teenage years, enjoy
Yes,
them.
I know, it's a little bit tough. I'm enjoying it.
You will love talking to him and letting him help you. Go visit his new store at Hamilton Place Mall. Again, the store front is up there across from Bed Bath & Beyond, or Bath & Body Works. My apologies, I do that all the time. Bath
It's
& Body
okay.
Works. And then the downstairs one outside of the Belt Home
Yes, ma'am.
store. SalmasDiamonds.com, and they even answer their phone, 954-2424.
Yes, and the social media, Salma's Diamonds, custom design. Thank you.
I think the importance of memory support programming is the ability to engage their brain in ongoing different ways to keep as many pathways as you can open. Our goal is to know people and to care for people.
My name is Sheila Spence. I've been on Dr. Ruth's plan for 5 months. I have lost 40 pounds. I feel like I'm 20 years old again. Whatever plan that you've been on, you can throw it away because you'll feel better, you'll do better, you'll look good in your clothes, and you'll feel better about yourself.
If you would like to lose up to 1 pound of fat per day, call the number on the screen right now to schedule your free, no obligation appointment.
I'm C-Mark.
I'm John Mark.
Never text and drive.
And always wear your seatbelt.
Have you been hurt in a car wreck?
We don't get paid unless you get paid.
WG got me $500,000 without a lawsuit.
WG paid my medical bills and cut me a check for $250,000 without going to court.
I got 5-star service and a 7-figure settlement. Cha-ching!
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, call us at 265-HURT. That's 265-4878.
We are your local 5-star law firm.
Life is full of ifs. If you see the potential in every day, if you push for that promotion, or if you say, I do. If you can cash flow like a pro, safeguard against surprises, and supercharge your savings, the if in life becomes less iffy. Regions Life Banking makes it possible, if you're interested.
Let's talk about the if in life. Regions Bank embrace the if in life.
My mother is 78 years old and she has dementia with Lewy bodies. Mom is very comfortable here and she's very well cared for, and I don't know that we would have found that anywhere else. Sometimes I think right now they know my mom better than I do.
Big stories, big views, only from Local Sky 3.
We talk often about spring cleaning, but let's not forget about the power of winter cleaning. The holiday season, a perfect time to get the outside of your house, especially looking at its absolute best. Scott Dillard is back on the show this morning. He has Scenic City Soft Wash, and he says he's the man for the job. So good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
We tend to get a lot of rains this time of year, and so it'd be easy to think that, oh, that'll just kind of wash things away. But that's different, Mother Nature, than what you can do at Scenic City.
Absolutely. The rains can actually help us while we're cleaning, as far as like preventing any kind of, anything that could possibly go wrong, which nothing ever really does. But cleaning your house is very, very beneficial. Just think of it as, you do preventative maintenance on your car. So think as a soft wash on your house as a preventative maintenance for potential damage that could be done to your house, because you see the mold or mildew or anything like that growing on your house, that's slowly eating away at your house. And traditional pressure washing, yes, it can help, but soft washing actually eliminates everything that's actually growing on your house. It stops it dead in its tracks.
It makes a lot of sense really to think about doing it at the end of the year like this, because now all the leaves have fallen. If they were sticking on your roof and that kind of thing, they left, I'm sure, some algae residue behind.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's one of the number one things we like to tell people when we're coming to their house and explaining what soft washing is. Your traditional pressure washers, they're great, but they're only good for certain aspects of the job. Soft washing, it kills it on contact. It's also safe around plants and animals and stuff like that. So when you're pressure washing the side of a house or anything like that, you knock the algae off As soon as I leave, it's already growing back. When you soft wash it, it actually kills it dead in its tracks. So you're getting a better clean for your money.
Okay, so what is the soft wash? I know you can't give away your trade secret exactly, but what kind of is it?
Just think of, your traditional pressure washer comes out at a real low volume, but at a high pressure. Soft washing, we use solvents and other chemicals to actually do the cleaning for us. So it comes out at a real high volume, but a very low pressure. So a pressure washer, you try to hold it against your hand, it can really hurt your hand. Soft washing, you can hold it dead in front of your hand. It will not hurt you, it will not sting you. It comes out very soft. We use specialized nozzles to actually help prevent any kind of damage on your house. A pressure washer can actually damage the seals on your windows. It can streak your siding and all sorts of stuff like that, but a soft wash system can never actually do that.
So is it best used on any particular type of home versus another, or is it good for all materials?
I have done a little bit of everything now. Vinyl siding, brick, you can apply it to shingle roofs. I've done metal roofs, I've done RVs. I mean, there's driveways, I've decks, porches, concrete, you name it, it can be soft washed.
So I think that, I'm not going to ask you to get into pricing, unless you just want to, but I'm not going to ask you to. But I think that you've told me before, you mentioned the preventive nature of it. So
Right.
it really is an investment you're making into the future of your home's value, if you will. So how often should you have it done?
I like to recommend about once a year, maybe once every 2 years. It depends on your area. So if you're living closer to a lake or water or anything like that, your house tends to get a little dirtier than what it traditionally would if you don't. So the house aspect of it is maybe once a year, maybe once every 2 years. Do your roof every 3 to 5 years. Do your driveway every 2 years or something like that. That will prevent you from having, those slick spots on your driveway before you get in your car and before you fall down.
Right.
So that will eliminate all that stuff.
Okay, so if it was your year to do your roof, right, just pretend that.
Okay.
Is that going to then trickle down, and really would it be more beneficial if you did the roof and the house all at the same time?
It just depends on the customer. I mean, sometimes I go to houses and they want a house wash, and then I notice, they have the black streaks on their roof, and then I'll mention it to them, hey, I can take care of that in a safe and, economical way. And what we like to do is try to, if we can bundle something together, it tends to be a little cheaper.
Sure.
So if we can bundle a few aspects of, what we're going to soft wash and what we're going to do, I'll tend to cut people a better deal on that while we're there.
We're all getting used to the cold weather now.
Right.
So it's not too cold for you to get out there and do it? What are your working conditions?
As long as it's over 40 degrees outside. So as long as it's over 40 degrees, everything still works. So now's the kind of time to go ahead and start it. I've looked at future weather aspects. We can't really predict anything like that. But as long as it's 40 degrees or up, we can soft wash.
And typically you're there for half of a day kind of thing, or is it extended?
It depends on what we're doing. So if someone's getting a traditional, just basic house wash, it's an hour to an hour and a half.
Oh, okay.
A roof wash depends on the size of the house. 2 hours.
Okay.
So it does not take long. It's very, very fast. We put out a lot of volume while we're there. And volume, I mean, we can really soak a house down in a real short period of time.
And you can go to his website, which I'll share with you now, and you can see the before and after pictures of work that they've done. So his name is Scott Dillard. The company is Scenic City Soft Wash, an easy website to remember because it's just sceniccitysoftwash.com. Their phone number 888-2203. Thank you, Scott.
Thanks.
We all know when something feels just right. It's the smallest victory, or simply a moment of peace. It's what feels good, and what feels like home. Badcock Home Furniture and more. Just right.
Hi, it's Sayla, top dog at Crown Subaru. Looking for a doggone great deal on a certified pre-owned vehicle? Our selection is off the leash. Tons of inventory to choose from and prices starting under $10,000. All backed by the Crown Confidence Plan with a warranty, Carfax report, and no hassle exchange policy. Don't think of it as buying. Think of it as adopting. Take home a certified pre-owned today. We know you'll give it a good home. Crown Subaru, the better way to buy and service.
In our family, we do everything together. But we never planned on paying so much for family health coverage at my husband's work. Fortunately, Farm Bureau Health Plans gives us the coverage we need for a lot less. So we can do more with the money we save.
Farm Bureau Health Plans. Plan on us.
My name is Jacqueline, and I was on Dr. DeRuse's program for 9 months, and I lost 70 pounds. Celebrating my 60th birthday is a big milestone, but I feel better now than I did when I was 30 because I had lived most of my life covered up, and I wanted to show it off. That's probably something that's really small, but to me and to people like me that know exactly what I'm talking about, that's a pretty big deal.
Call the number on the screen right now to schedule your free, no obligation appointment.
Find your biggest savings of the year at Badcock's Black Friday sale. Save up to 60% store-wide on hundreds of in-stock items, including BOGO recliners, all with no credit needed. Only at Badcock Home Furniture and More. Just right.
Fall continues to be one of our favorite times of the year here in the Tennessee Valley. I know a lot of us are gearing up for Christmas and the fun that goes with that, but still in all, the outdoors can beckon. And if you have a pet, especially a dog, it's a great time to go for walks in the woods and just enjoy your own backyard. But there can sometimes be some risks with that. A good time for us to talk with Dr. Randy Hammond this morning from Northgate Animal Hospital about those hidden dangers and things to be watching for. Good morning to you, Randy.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. The hikes are great right now, you know, and the snakes and a lot of the wildlife are holing up for the winter, but we've still got some dangers out there that, you know, we need to be aware of with our pets.
Okay, so let's talk about it a little bit. If we're going to talk about the walk in the woods, you can find some wild mushrooms on those walks in the woods. You say those can be a concern?
Oh, absolutely. You know, I love mushrooms, but I would not know which ones would be safe to eat and which ones wouldn't be, and our pets don't either. So the pets can have an hallucinogenic toxicity issues with mushrooms just like people, and that, you know, can end up being a real danger. And really, you don't have to walk in the woods. A lot of people don't realize that just, you know, there are bird feeders in the backyard, you know, where the seeds fall to the ground, or compost piles and so forth. As those things degrade and make the fertilizer that we're after, they also can produce what we call mycotoxins, which are extremely toxic to pets. You know, can end up causing drooling, salivation, seizures. You know, things that, you know, can be a real issue, and a lot of people don't realize it. But you need to clean up that extra bird feed and dispose of it around your bird feeders, and make sure that the pets do not have access to the compost piles.
Okay, let me ask you something on the compost pile, because it makes sense to me that a compost pile would have lots of other aromas with it, and so a dog especially might be drawn to those smells. With the mushrooms, do animals kind of instinctively know, though, Randy, what's safe for them and what isn't?
You know, I think for the most part they do. I don't really worry about my older dogs, you know, going out in one of our farm fields and going after a mushroom. Really, where I'm more concerned, not that couldn't happen, that I am with our younger pets, because everything's new to them. And of course, the pets explore the world with their mouth, whereas people explore the world with their hands. So it's a situation to where, you know, that can be a real issue. So mushroom toxicity is not something that we're seeing on a daily basis, but it's certainly a real concern, and especially as those mushrooms start cropping up out of the ground.
Okay, let's talk about this one that I know is a big attraction because it smells so good, and that's antifreeze. And that can even be if you don't have a dog, but your neighbor does. The smell of that antifreeze can draw them in.
You know, it is a real problem, because the antifreeze has got a sweet taste. Now, there are some distributors, automotive companies out there they're putting bittering agents in the antifreeze, but the antifreeze has a really sweet taste. And the challenge we have with the antifreeze toxicity is the pet drinks that, and maybe somebody's changing the antifreeze in their car, and they've got, you know, the bucket of the leftover antifreeze, sitting out, where a pet, unintentionally could end up drinking it. And it takes a day or so, but then it trashes their kidneys, and then the pets act drunk for a period of time, and then they kind of look normal. And then, you know, after that, then there's really not much kidney function left. And at that point in time, it can be a real issue. If your pet you saw it immediately drink the antifreeze, there are some things that the emergency facilities or your veterinarian may be able to do to try to quell the amount of damage that's done to the kidneys, but it has to be be very rapid and on the front end of the exposure.
Okay, I guess that their sense of smell is their driving force, so whatever you have in the house, they're going to go after it. A lot of us are beginning to get ready for Christmas, and that means candies and things in the house. Put them way up high or behind a door because your dog can get it and it could be bad news.
Yeah, it's that's a real problem, and they'll go after the fresh stuff. They'll also dumpster dive, hit the trash cans, and so forth. And chocolate is a really big offender for the amount of caffeine in it and the theobromine. And independent on whether you're talking about dark chocolate, milk chocolate, the size of the pet, that's is a real issue and so forth. And a lot of people don't realize that the sweetener, the substitute xylitol, is extremely toxic to dogs, and it'll take their blood sugar to the basement. So a lot of people, probably a lot of those toxicities we see, can be in the sweets, but also, in chewing gum. That's utilized in a lot of the chewing gums, as well as there's actually a peanut butter out there, sugar-free peanut butter that's got xylitol in it. And I know some people use peanut butter to maybe give their pets medicine or certain types of treats, and you got to be real careful to stay away from the xylitol. And of course, lastly, as you alluded to, is just the table, the Thanksgiving table, the kitchen table. Those fatty foods, if the pets end up getting too many of them, it can end up being a situation where it could send them right to the emergency facility with a pancreatitis.
Okay, let me ask you this, a couple of minutes left. You put a note for me today about something called K1. What is that?
If the pets get into rat poisoning, and unfortunately this time of year, the wild mice and rats are trying to move into the barns, the sheds, the homes, and so forth, and they can wiggle their way in. A lot of people end up using what we call rodenticides that are designed to end up, killing the mice and rats. And basically what that is it keeps the blood from clotting. If our pets inadvertently get into this rat or mouse poisoning, which is is designed to eat and has an attraction to it, then it will cause a clotting disorder that will end up being fatal. So basically, if that's caught early on, the veterinarians, emergency facilities, the general practice will end up utilizing vitamin K1, a special type of vitamin K, and that helps reverse the clotting issues that are going to be taking place with the with the rat poisoning. So that is a real problem. And it's a real issue this time of year, with the fact that, a lot of those, are being put out. And if you're using exterminating services, you need to make them fully aware that you have pets. And there's certain types of containers they can use, as well as placement, that would limit, the pet's ability to be able to get to these poisons.
All right. Dr. Randy Hammond, thank you so much for the Prevention 101 lesson this morning. We thank you for that.
Oh, great to be here, and just wish everybody a really happy and blessed Thanksgiving.
You can learn more about the practice there at Northgate Animal Hospital by giving them a call, 875-9033, also online at northgateanimalhospital.com.
West Yellowknife Trading Post has everything under the sun. Great selection of beautiful exterior doors with side lights from $9.95. Half-inch plywood is now in stock. Don't pay big box prices, but hurry, limited quantities available. You better get it when you see it at West Yellowknife.
For years, Colin has shown us the benefits of buying or selling your gold and silver at Cleveland's Coin and Jewelry. So Colin, what else should we know?
I'm glad you asked. At Cleveland's Coin and Jewelry, you'll always find the perfect gift. From our selection of beautiful, new and pre-owned jewelry at the best price in town. And now, no tax on gold and silver bullion. There's always something new at Cleveland's Coin and Jewelry.
When you visit Cleveland's Coin and Jewelry, you always get a lot more for a lot less.
This CHA Spotlight features Chattanooga's most fun spot, the Comedy Catch.
Since 1985, the Comedy Catch has played host to so many great comics.
Whether it's a girls' night out, a night on the town with the fellas, bring the entire family for great laughs right here at the Comedy Catch. This is the CHA Spotlight at visitchattanooga.com.
At Audiology Services, we create a lifelong relationship with our patients.
The whole team is just outstanding. They really are customer focused. They just jumped in right away from performing all the paperwork and then getting me back and having exams taken. And also after the sale, they go above and beyond.
Above and beyond is not the exception, it's the rule at Audiology Services.
West Yellowknife Trading Post has everything under the sun. 36 by 60 inch windows with or without grids, $149. All other sizes starting as low as $99. Don't pay big box prices, but hurry. Limited quantities available. You better get it when you see it at West Yellowknife.
It's always fun to share the morning with you. I wish I could have been home actually enjoying this rainy day, but it was beautiful from here at the Channel 3 studio as well. Tomorrow, we're going to get you in the Christmas spirit a little bit if you are not already. Carla Pritchard is going to be here. Ice on the Landing opens on November 18th. That has become quite the Chattanooga mainstay during the holiday season, and she's excited to see it kick off again this year. Also up on Signal Mountain, they are getting ready for Christmas at the Mac. We'll be talking about that as well. Ed Jones, Katie Kuhlman going to be on the show from Nutrition World. We want to all stay healthy during the holiday season. And Tim Morgan's going to be here. They're gearing up once again for the Blue Cross Bowl over at Finley Stadium. That's always a big draw here in the area. Tim will get us ready for that. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Do be safe as you travel about, and stick around for local free news at noon. That's coming up next. See you tomorrow.
I'm just saying.
On November 21, 2016, a school bus crash left an indelible mark on our